Pisces, this is your weekly reading. It is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with every single one of you out there. This is also not Sun, Moon, or Venus sign specific. Any Pisces placement that you may resonate with, some of the messages may also resonate with you. At the end of the reading, I will pull you some oracles, give you a bit more guidance for the week. I do only take jumpers, so I appreciate the patience. And time is elusive. We are all on different timelines. For some of you, this is old energy. For some, this is happening now. For others, definitely could be more future focused. All right, straight to the point here. A very clear message. Your strongest energy for the week. First card, we're looking at the Five of Pentacles. We have the Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy. The Sun card, Major Arcana, Leo energy, the Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Major Arcana, the High Priestess. So two majors in your future energy. Bottom of the deck, we're looking at the Chariot, Major Arcana for Cancer energy, the Hierophant, Major Arcana for Taurus, and the Page of Swords. Fool card, Major Arcana at the bottom of the deck. So there's some big changes coming up here. Some life changes with all this Major Arcana. There is a heavy emphasis as well on Cancer and Leo season, which we are currently in. We just wrapped up Cancer season. So between Cancer season starting and Leo season ending, I do see some big changes here. Life changes, shifts that's going to change you in a major way. Could it just be all the transits we have and retrogrades and all that? There is also an ending of some cycles going on. Because I do see in the past here, there's a lack energy. Whether you feel like you have been lacking something financially, emotionally, physically. Some of you, it's definitely to do with money, stability with the Four of Wands here. Could also be around your home, living environment, or just, not really being able to be sure of the future because the money might be a bit tight. But with this Five of Pentacles depiction, you can see it's kind of like being focused on the wrong thing, not seeing the blessing in the, not seeing the silver lining, or something about your perspective being not as accurate, focusing more on what you don't have as opposed to focusing on what you do have, because the perception here is that we're stuck, we're locked, we can't get out, there's no saving us, when really there is. But the need to sort of feel sorry for self is what's not allowing us to see the way out. It's very much glass half full, glass half empty. Which one do you perceive? Some of you, it's connection that you are missing. You're missing partnership. You're missing someone to be committed to. But again, it's all about how you're perceiving yourself right now, or were perceiving yourself, because I do see a more beautiful sort of fertile energy that you are either coming into or you are now sort of stepping into here with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Very independent, very, not independent, although the Nine of Pentacles is independent energy, very confident energy, very nurturing energy. Very much, I know my worth, I know my value, I know what I bring to the table. I know that anyone that would work with me, partner with me, would be very lucky. I have a lot to offer. And it will happen when it will happen. The Nine of Pentacles is that energy of, if it's for me, it can't miss me. What is mine cannot miss me. There could also be something that you are creating or are being led to create right now that can maybe create some more finances here. That Empress is very much creative energy. And with this cornering of the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, it's saying there is opportunity for something, more streams of income to be created. But you kind of have to stop feeling sorry for yourself, or thinking that this is it, this is done, I can't do nothing, I'm stuck here, I'm going to be poor forever. This is the mentality that's sort of keeping you from being able to see what you can do. Heavy emphasis on financial freedom, especially with the Fool card here. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, a lot of you, this is all about stability. Feeling as though you don't have enough financially, which could very much be the case, but you're being asked to focus on solutions more so than the problem. You've already established that you don't have enough, so how can we create more? Something that you can create, maybe something you love doing. There could be some sort of opportunity to create more stability in that. Also could be an opportunity that could be presenting itself by the end of Leo season. And that's what's really going to propel you here. The Chariot is all about movement, forward, progress. Some of you quite literally might be moving, especially with the Four of Wands and the Chariot energy here. Having the finances to move, having the finances to, create a home. With the High Priestess here, something about intuition. There's something you're intuitively being led to create. But because we are so focused on maybe feeling sorry for ourselves or being doubtful, saying go for it. If there is something you are being led to create, now is the time. It definitely has the opportunity to change your life in a major, major way. The Nine of Pentacles wants for nothing. Very comfortable, very sturdy, very, I'm good. We have the Hierophant and the Page of Swords here. Some of you, it might require some sort of studying or some sort of certificate. Maybe even something you can learn online through free information with the Page of Swords. And the Hierophant signifies you need to sort of, it's about integrity. We are so easy to be committed to other people and their purpose. This is saying it's time to be committed to yourself and your purpose. It's time to use some of that integrity for self. 5, to create that change that you're looking to create. We have both minor and major arcana 5s here. Very different vibrations, same 5. This is leveling up energy. Instead of seeing yourself as helpless and, a victim, use your support, the support that you so freely give to others. It's time to pour it back into self. It's time to make the commitment to self. And absolutely, there's room for elevation here. Or that's when the elevation is going to begin, when you sort of switch your focus. Because if one of your friends came to you and said, listen, I'm having a hard time with money. I really want to start this thing. What should I do? You would be their number one fan. You would probably go out of your way to help them create whatever it is they're trying to create. This Hierophant is telling me it's time to give yourself that energy. The energy you so freely give to others, it's time to pour it back into yourself. Okay? And if this is about connection or wanting to be committed to somebody, some of you have yet to experience being, committed to self. The reason you are seeking it is because you lack it within yourself. Even if it's money, if you already had $50,000 or however, if you were making $50,000 a month, you wouldn't be seeking a way to create stability because you have it already. If you already got 50 pairs of shoes, someone has a pair of shoes, you're not going to be like, oh, I wish I really had shoes, because you got some shoes or your collection's great. So if it's connection or a relationship that we are seeking, it's because we are lacking some sort of connection or relation to ourselves. And that Hierophant tells me that needs to be established first before it can physically manifest into 3D. I want someone to love me because we're lacking some sort of love for ourselves. You're waiting for a partnership or a relationship to sort of do things, go out, go on dates. You have yet to date yourself. You don't enjoy your own energy. You can't attract someone that's going to enjoy your energy, right? So let's see. Pisces. This is a romantic reading. What is the guidance? But right now, the heavy focus is self. In whatever aspect, whether it's financially or engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So it's in the books. It's in the cards. No pun intended. But there is some work that needs to be done. There is some work that needs to be done on self, because there's a stuck feeling. There's a helpless, hopeless, I need someone to come save me sort of energy. And in this sort of energy of 8 of Swords being stuck, Spirit's like, no, not going to happen. Whatever it is you feel like you're lacking, we got to figure out how to give it to self first. If someone wants to come in and add to that, perfect. But until we sort of crack our own code, our code will not be cracked. Separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So that tells me more evidence of, for those of you that are feeling, like love or money is not working for you, there's a victim mentality that needs to be shed first. If you feel like you're a victim, you most likely feel like you will attract things and people that see you as a victim. Someone to sort of sink their teeth into. even if it's financially too. I seen something on TikTok like that, like employers, that whole mindset of it's like people are realizing that employers almost want you to have no life. They sort of want you to be in a state of desperation. Those are the people they kind of give the job to. They want to know that you have nothing else going on in your life, that you're sort of desperate so that they can count on you. When you got a day off and they need someone to come in, you're more likely to come in. But if you have a life, if you have a family, if you have hobbies, if that's not your final destination, they don't want to get into that because they know one day, you're going to leave. Or you're going to be like, no, I can't come in today, spending time with my kid. They rather someone that's reeking of desperation. I got nothing going on. I'm desperate. I'll start tomorrow. This type of energy, because that more so translates to being an employee they can depend on, right? That goes for anything in life. Confidence, believing your worth and abilities. Hit the nail. And blessings. Blessings are gifts from the universe. Receive them and share them. So there is something that you are already good at that you can definitely monetize, is what I'm getting here. But the self-worth has to sort of rise so that you know that you're worth being paid for whatever gift that you have, or worth being compensated. Probably something you do for free. Let go. Big happy changes. And that Page of Wands under the deck, that is Sagittarius energy. That is all about good news. New things, new opportunities, ones that are very exciting. Almost give you a little bit of zest for life again. Intuition, confirming that High Priestess card. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So we got to get out of the state of desperation before we attract anything else to us. We want to make sure our vibration is clean and high, so that anything we know that's coming into our life is also of that vibration. Divorce, experiencing a breakup. So if you did get out of something, probably not the best thing to look to get into something else completely. You really got to purge that old energy out first. Give it time. Everything in the divine timing, let things flow. So there is still a part of self. That's what I'm getting. There's still a part of self that hasn't been poured into yet. Some aspect of yourself that you have been neglecting, that is keeping whatever it is you're trying to pull in from coming. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, that's that Saturn energy. We've had a lot of Saturn movement, cycles, lessons, wrapping up. Okay? And that is your reading, Pisces. Hopefully it resonates. Thumbs me up. Do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.